Hello, this is Steve and Cynthia Fote from Huntington Beach, California. And today we'd like to send our condolences to all of Kirsten's family and friends. I didn't personally have that many close interactions with Kirsten, but Cynthia is Kirsten's aunt, and she did have a closer relationship, so I'm going to turn things over now to Cynthia.
Hey, this is kind of like Kirsten's favorite holiday, so I dressed up a little bit for it. And I wanted just to hit on a few points about Kirsten. And first off, I loved her dearly. She was a wonderful human being. She's a little stubborn and things had to go her way, but she was very loving. And her daughters, Lily and Quinn, just adored her. And I know Cliff really loved her too. I wanted to hit on a few points about Kirsten when growing up. Her love of animals, ever since I can remember, she loved animals. She was always drawn to animals. She always wanted to hold the leash to walk the dog. She could ride a horse like naturally. She mastered that. She just really loved animals. We used to muse about how we loved our animals more than some people. Also, she was very smart. She was really smart. She had a lot going for her brain-wise. Also, her personal style. You saw Kirsten walking down the street, she could be a mile away, you'd know it was her because of her just her way she dressed and her style. Also, I'm very happy, not happy is not the right word, but I'm very glad I was able to talk to her in the hospital. And you know, basically my last words were to her, I love you, and she goes, I love you too, Aunt Cindy. So that I'll hold dear, very dear. I remember her coming down here to stay at the beach with us and going to the beach with her cousins. We'd always go rollerblading, we'd go boogie boarding. She was always up for anything, and just a ball of energy. And that little snicker of hers, I'll miss that. She held on to that through her adulthood. She had the cutest little snicker laugh. I wanted to, just let everybody know there in Oklahoma know how lucky you were to get to see her as much as you did. I didn't see her that much. I tried to talk to her on the phone, and we did have a very loving relationship, and I'll always hold on to that dearly. I know, Cliff, you're going to have your hands full with your little mini Kirsten there with Quinn, but you'll do it with a lot of love and a lot of patience. But hopefully you'll be able to come visit us, and I hope it will be sooner than later, but I would love to stay in touch. So love you and really miss Kirsten. I do have a pair of her sunglasses she left here. So whenever I wear those, I will think of her. But I think of her every day, no matter what. But she definitely has a big chunk of my heart. And love you, Kirsten. Bye.
See you all. Bye-bye.
Kirsten Eileen, my initial sharer, my darling girl, how I will miss the tilt of your chin, the depth of your observations, your feisty attitude, the beautiful care and love you showed the vulnerable when you were a very, very young child. You were beautiful, and there was always such a respectful love between us. You brightened so many days for your cousins and me. The shrieks of laughter on the slide in the park, swimming and splashing in the pool in the ocean. So many crazy giggles at all those meals we shared. And that frantic search I'll never forget for Iggy the iguana who escaped into the desert hills because your grandmother said he asked to go out. Above all, your selfless love to Kalisa during her very challenging and frightening time, and the concern and care that you showed me, you kept my spirits up. You were such a great niece and cousin. Please be assured, your love and the love and care you gave to all of us will be carried into the future. I love you. Little K.E.P.
Kirsten was such a special part of my childhood. We grew up in different places but always had this instant magical connection. We bonded over a shared love of animals and music and Halloween and shenanigans. I remember one Halloween party at my grandma's house where we were playing a secret game of hide and seek, and we were crouched, huddled, quietly whispering in a small closet when all of a sudden something spooked us and the whole closet fell down and we were buried in a pile of clothes. As an adult, this seems like a disaster, but all I really remember was how scary and surprising and exciting it felt. She had this real wild approach to life, which was such a balance for cautious, reserved, well-disciplined me. She taught me how to seize experiences and that trouble is often laced with joy. She had a sharp wit that I envied, and it pains me to know that humor often masks sadness. It's the best coping mechanism we have. Kirsten knew how to make me laugh in a way that so few people do. I remember one Thanksgiving when we were banished from the dinner table because we couldn't stop our ridiculous laughing fits. That was just her effect on us. My brother said it the best when he said, when Kirsten visited, it always seemed like vacation. We would anticipate seeing her for days, and inevitably when our time ran out, we would cry and beg our parents not to separate us. She came to stay with us in the summer of 1997, and we were close like sisters that whole summer. How bizarre that me, 13, and her, 12, didn't fight the entire time. I know she tried the patience of others, but with the two of us, there was never anything but love. We were always the best of friends. I was so proud to see her in our 20s and see what a fun but stern, silly, and protective, loving mother she was with Lily. Unfortunately, our whole lives, it felt like we missed each other. I got my driver's license the same year she moved from California to Oklahoma. I missed her wedding because I had final exams in England, and today I'm missing all of you because of COVID. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with AML, a rapidly moving type of leukemia. As soon as Kirsten found out, she sent me gifts and made plans to see me in the hospital. One of the most important gestures anyone has ever made for me was her, Cliff, Lily, and Quinn driving from Oklahoma to California to see me when I was in treatment. I can't tell you how much that trip means to me now. I treasured the time we had together. At that time, I never would have thought I would be the one saying goodbye to her first. I had every intention of coming to see her once the cancer wasn't an immediate threat and the pandemic was less dangerous, but it seemed we missed each other once again. We ran out of time. I'll never forget the ridiculous, incredible memories we made, her sharp wit and profound love. Sometimes those that shine the brightest burn the fastest. I'm so thankful that Kirsten was a part of my life, my zany, wild, clever, adventurous legend of a cousin. I will miss her forever.
I'm gonna try and do this without crying. I've done several takes and trashed them because I just can't make it through. But here we go. I love you. I miss you. I wish you could come back to us. I wish this was a joke. I wish this was a cruel, cruel joke. You are so loved and so missed. Till I see you again, because I'm gonna see you again, sister. I love you so much.